Brian Norman says Boots is not the bogeyman. He's overhyped. Come on, Brian. If you believe that, let's get this fight made.
Yeah, stop recording. Put the camera down and see if he okay.
Greatness can come from anywhere.
I draw inspiration from the Filipino people and to God and my family. Hard work is the most difficult things in boxing.
Let's get into it.
Harris, WBC champion, and Stanionis, WBA champion. All have been rejected. The one that I think has legs, and I saw him and his father come out in the last 24 hours, is Brian Norman, the WBO champion. We've made top rank 2 offers now for Brian Norman. Both have been rejected. He said, he posted yesterday saying we made a counter offer. We've not received any counter offer. So Brian, if you would like to make a counter offer, please hurry up and do so. I want to make that fight. And if Brian Norman has the balls, and if Brian Norman is genuine, Brian, if you're genuine, let's go. Let's speed it up. Let's get this fight made.
They say no fighter is scared of any other fighter. That's bull. These dudes is spooked. They do not want to lose those titles at all because they know if they step into that ring with Jerron Boots Ennis, they're getting smoked. But I'm going to keep it a buck because that's the only thing I can do. I can't live no other way. I'm sorry. I can't front for nobody. I'm not going to water anything down for nobody. I'm not going to dilute the truth. I ain't going to do that. I'm going to always keep it a bean. I'm going to always keep it 100. Real talk. You dig what I'm saying? And when it comes to these fights between Jerron Ennis, Brian Norman, Imantas Stanionis, or Mario Barrios, they all getting smoked. If somebody hurts Jerron Ennis, it won't be with one punch. You're going to have to really put some things together. And Boots is too technically proficient and too sharp and too slick and too experienced to really get caught with that type of a damaging onslaught. You know what I mean? So Stanionis and Brian Norman, I think that would be a great fight, a great matchup stylistically. And Mario Barrios, come on, man, sign that contract, man, fight Boots. You know what I mean? Who never know? I mean, you never know. You may have the fight of your career. Gonna lose, but you still can have the fight of your career. And then after that, the winner, they fight, I think, between Stanionis and Brian Norman. I mean, I think that's a 50-50 fight. I think that is a 50-50 fight. And between the two, I have to be honest, Stanionis was on my radar before Brian. So if I had to pick somebody between Stanionis and Brian Norman, I'm going to go with Stanionis. Ain't got nothing to do with, you know what I'm saying, color, nothing. Nah. Stanionis, I was a fan before I knew about Brian Norman. And once I seen Brian Norman fights, you know what I mean, I think Stanionis is going to give him a run for his money. You know what I mean? I think Stanionis is the better boxer between the two. I think Brian Norman, I mean, he's more of a puncher. He's not even, in my opinion, like a boxer puncher. You know what I mean? And to really pick some things up in the sport of boxing, I mean, that takes fight after fight, training camp after training camp. And Stanionis with that European style, yes, he is a puncher, but he can box. He can slug. So I give him the edge in that Brian Norman fight if these guys step into the ring, which they should. So I hope somebody signs a contract. It makes no sense that all these fights have been rejected, especially with Top Rank. How y'all reject both offers? Then say you sent that counter offer must be invisible. It must be invisible because if Matchroom is trying to make these fights, you know they got Turkey a la Sheik. I'm not going to say in their pocket, but he's with Eddie and them. You know what I'm saying? Eddie rolling with the Sheik. You did what I'm saying? So you can't sit up here and say the money is not there. But Bob Arum, on his way out, he's 9,333 years old. You know what I'm saying? Look, Top Rank, y'all need to get y'all act together, man. You know what I'm saying? And stop babysitting these fighters. That's why Shakur was trying to get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? And watch, Keyshawn Davis, he gonna be next. Y'all got to stop babysitting these fighters, man. These dudes is young. They hungry. You know what I'm saying? You got to stop messing with people's legacies, man. But I mean, come on, man. Bob Arum, you've been around the game for a minute. You know what I mean? Some of these young dudes, some of them, not all of them, but some of them, they trying to take it back to the old school when the best fought the best. It don't matter if the fight was tough. The best should fight the best. Like the old karate movie, Best of the Best. That's how boxing should be. The best of the best, baby. You dig what I'm saying? It does not matter if you take a loss. Everybody loses. You lose in life. You know what I'm saying? You know how many people go out here every day in life and they may lose the day, but they still may win the battle. They still may win the war. Everybody loses, but you got to keep on fighting. And every time and every opportunity these guys have to glove up and step into that ring, they have a chance to pick themselves back up, dust themselves off, and take another shot at greatness. So make the fight. Bob Arum, make the fight. Brian Norman, step up. Mario Barrios, step up. Imantas Stanionis, step up.
Fatality.